You happen to notice the day that Benjamin Netanyahu visits the White House, suddenly the Epstein list no longer exists? Have you put the pieces together yet? Epstein had a multi-million-dollar network devoted to what he did. Where do you think he got the money? Look up the name Larry Silverstein. He leased the Twin Towers 6 weeks before a tragic day. The fact that people were complaining about illnesses related to a certain chemical, and how removing that chemical would cost a lot of money. That man took the insurance company to court to prove that it was 2 separate accidents in order to double the insurance payout. He now owns the new World Trade Center. Funny, when Israel needed to create a narrative against a certain neighbor, is at the same time that this accident happened. Funny how a lot of rich people tend to be associated with Epstein, both on the right and the left. A lot of people from the UK were associated as well. We've been hearing about WMDs for the last 40 years. But when you've got blackmail on 2 other countries, you can do whatever you want. Because if you think these people are going to give up their multi-million-dollar industry, they'd actually rather take people out rather than have that information get out. And then guys like Diddy get acquitted. Their sick, twisted vision of how women and children should be treated is driving this entire thing. Their need to protect the patriarchy and the sins hiding behind closed doors, the need to protect them from scrutiny from the outside world knowing exactly what they're doing, that threat, they are so afraid of that backlash, they are willing to have hundreds of thousands of people be unalived. We're not dealing with people, we're dealing with monsters. And in Canada, our monsters are still trying to hide. But they're just toning down their bigotry a little bit. Watch for the propaganda. Miraculously, after the Twin Tower accident, the New York Times released an article saying, oh, is it possible that there was not enough asbestos in the building? And that's what caused the towers to collapse? So they asked the experts, and the experts said, no, there's actually no chance that happened. It was propaganda. Pay close attention to everything you hear and everything you see. Pay attention to the nuance, the context. The news is no longer reporting actual news. The fact that the President of the United States just stated they were going to make farm owners responsible for people, that is slavery. That is getting the same workers to do the same work that they were already doing and not pay them for it. That is slavery. The fact that that is not the number 1 article on the front page of every paper, on the front page of every website, is blowing my mind. Pay attention to the narrative. They are trying to make it so normal that we just look away. We can't look away. All evil needs is for a good person to do nothing. We need to be talking about this. Everyone needs to be talking about this. Out in public, in conversation. Don't just sitting in the corner being like, well, I don't really like to talk politics. This isn't politics anymore. This is human lives. This is people about to be unalived. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care what your beliefs are. People are going to be unalived with blatant disregard of human rights or dignities. And when a storm comes through and destroys the entire facility and all of those people are gone, they're going to just say, oh, well, it was the weather. And then they'll blame the Democrats and their weather-making machines. Everybody needs to be talking about this.